It's back to school season, and these are the best tech deals you can get right now. From the biggest sales on MacBook, iPad, and iPhone, save even more buying Refurbished. I have a mini review on some of the newest MagSafe battery packs, the best chargers and power banks you can get right now, one of my favorite laptop sleeves, which is under 30 bucks, and some cool new accessories for everyone. And stay to the end because I want to tell you about this. First up, if you're in the market to upgrade or get a new MacBook or iPad, now is one of the best times. I recently upgraded my wife to a new MacBook Air and took advantage of one of the deals I'm about to show you for my kid's iPad. Now, one of the best deals on a new MacBook Air, if you want something brand new, is the Walmart MacBook Air. $600 for a brand new MacBook Air. It is an M1 processor, which is several years old, but this is still a beast. And if you're just doing word processing, online browsing, and spreadsheets, this machine is going to be more than enough. Unfortunately, you can't upgrade the storage, and that might be the biggest holdup. But if you're looking for something to replace a kid's Google Chromebook, or you want that first Mac for your teenager, this might be a great option. Now, the second place I would look for great deals is Apple's Refurbished store. Now, I've done refurbished devices from Amazon, and I've had some bad experiences recently. So I'm going to recommend, if you're looking for refurbished, strictly go with Apple or something like B&H Photo. Now, I don't get any commission or affiliate revenue from Apple's Refurbished site, but there are great deals on older iPhones. And if you wanted to get something like a MacBook Air, you can get one with a 512 gig SSD, so you're gonna have more storage, 8 gigs of memory, but it's only $800, and this is an M2 plus the new body style. The Walmart MacBook Air doesn't have MagSafe charging and is the older style for MacBook Airs, and this M2 version is newer. But the best deal on a MacBook Air, for the same price as that M2 Refurbished, is an M4, which is the latest model, 13-inch MacBook Air for $800, the same price as that M2 Refurb. You can get it in multiple colors, and it comes with 16 gigabytes of RAM or unified memory, stock, so you don't even have to upgrade that. It does start with the 256 gigabyte of storage, but you can upgrade that to 512 and you're still right under $1,000. You're saving $200 on either of these models, and so if you're in the market for a MacBook Air, sending someone to college, or maybe for yourself, the M4 MacBook Air deal on Amazon is great. I actually use my M4 MacBook Air all the time, take it with me when I travel, and the M4 is plenty powerful for editing videos like this. I've edited many videos for this channel on the M4 MacBook Air, so even if you do light video editing, graphic design, and photography, the M4 is going to be a great value. Now, if you wanted to get a little more power, you can go with the M4 Pro MacBook Pro. Those are also on sale on Amazon. I'll link to a few of these down in the video description. And full disclosure, you're supporting the channel and I get affiliate revenue when you buy from Amazon through my links. And so I made it easy and I set up an entire store with my back to school picks, both devices like iPads, MagSafe batteries, cases, AirPods, and more. So you'll find a link to this page on Amazon and all the individual accessories down below. Now, my daughter has been using hand-me-down iPads for years, and so it was finally time to upgrade her to the new one. And you can save $50 on the base model latest generation iPad. This is the 11-inch, and it actually comes with 128 gigabytes of storage as the base model, which is a great amount of space. You can get it in the fun colors. Also put a link to this case that I got my daughter because I wanted to see the pink through the case. The camera's also in the center on this version as opposed to older versions, so that's nice when they're doing video calls. And the base model also works with the USB-C Apple Pencil, and you can finally say goodbye to lightning chargers when you upgrade to something like this. Now, when you get the base model iPad, you do have to get the Apple Pencil with USB-C. In order to charge this Apple Pencil, you do have to plug in a USB-C cable here, and in order to pair it with the iPad, you have to connect the cable for the first time. Aside from having to use this Apple Pencil, there's not many downsides to getting this base model iPad. Apple also makes its own Folio keyboard for the base model iPad, which is $50 off right now as well. But if you wanted to upgrade to the iPad Air, which is a little more powerful, can actually use Apple Pencil Pro. And the nice thing about Apple Pencil Pro, you can use it with iPad Pro or iPad Air. It connects wirelessly to the iPad, and it charges wirelessly as well, so you don't have to plug it in with a cable. iPad Air also has an M3 chip, so it's a lot more powerful if they're going to be doing maybe video editing on their iPad or even music and audio with something like Logic. But you can actually save $150 off an iPad Air right now, the 11-inch. It also comes in 13-inch. And you can upgrade the storage. If you're wanting to get a more powerful device, maybe for college or someone who's really into those creative fields, iPad Air is a great deal. And if you're looking for a case for the iPad, I've been using the MoFT Dynamic Folio for the last several months, and I love that you can fold it in lots of different shapes, have it as a stand. You can also rearrange it for drawing. It's in very high demand, as you can see, currently unavailable, but it's one of my favorite cases. Also, while it might not be the fastest or the biggest screen, the newest iPad mini is also on sale. $120 off this one as well. I love the iPad mini, but if it's a device that's going to be for one of your kids or yourself and you're going to be doing actual work on it, I would go with at least the base model 11-inch or iPad Air. And when it comes to iPhones, typically these get handed down through the family, but if you're looking to upgrade your student before they go off to school, I'm sure they would love a new iPhone, but you can also check Apple's Refurbished site for something like a 14 Pro, which still has the dynamic island. It's a great phone. You can save a little money going this route, but if you want something that's brand new, does some of the Apple Intelligence stuff, and is only $600, the iPhone 16e might be a good option. Now, the iPhone 16e only has one camera, but it's still a good camera, has the notch instead of the dynamic island, but it's going to have all the Apple Intelligence features and iOS 26 when that comes out this fall. And while it doesn't have MagSafe charging, you can actually get a case like this from ESR. And when you put it in a case like this, now you can use MagSafe batteries, which I'm going to be talking about in a second, use your MagSafe chargers, and all that'll work just fine with the iPhone 16e. So if you want to get your student a brand new iPhone with one of the latest chips and capable of all the Apple Intelligence stuff, I actually think the 16e is a good option. And honestly, this one camera design on the back, it's pretty sleek. But if you do want to upgrade to that 2-camera system, MagSafe and all of that, you can get an iPhone 16 new for $800, and you might find deals from carriers or stores like Best Buy. Now, before we get to MagSafe batteries and a little mini review there, if you're looking for bags, I really love WaterField's bags. I have a ton of them. This is their Shinjuku Messenger bag, which I use for my iPad. And this is the Executive Folio for laptops. I use this for my MacBook Air. It's got a front pocket, room for cables and chargers. Laptop goes in here, and there's a few little pockets for things like USB-C hubs. But honestly, one of my favorite laptop sleeves, and I got this on Amazon years ago, is this one for $30. It's the Inatek laptop bag. Right now it's actually on sale for $24, but it has a really nice padded interior. It might be a little big for your computer depending which size you have, but it also has this front pocket where you can throw your chargers and cables. So if you want a budget laptop sleeve, this is a great option. I'm also going to be getting this MacBook Creator case from Sandmark, which has a lot more pockets for things like SD cards. So get subscribed and stay tuned because I'm going to go over this and some more accessories next month. And if you're sending your student with an iPad, MacBook, or iPhone, AirPods is the way to go when it comes to headphones. AirPods Pro 2, they sound incredible, noise cancellation is great, they're constantly on amazing sales. Right now you can get it for $170, typically $250. Or if you prefer without the silicone tips, you can get AirPods 4 for $100 right now on Amazon, or the noise canceling versions for $150. But if you're jumping up to $150, you should go with the AirPods Pro 2. Also, if you find AirPods Pro fall out of your ears, highly recommend the Comply foam tips. I've tried these SpinFit ones and other tips. These are the best for me. The AirPods Pro stay in my ears, even if I'm walking or doing other things, so highly recommend these with AirPods Pro. All right, let's get to what I think a lot of you have been waiting for, the newest MagSafe battery packs. Now, I've done some testing on some new battery packs like this one from Benks. I have my old faithful, the Anker Ultra Slim. Plus, Anker has a brand new Ultra Slim, but this is a 5,000 milliamp hour. Very thin battery, but we're gonna get back to this in a second. I've also tried this Native Union one in the past, and this Pico MagSafe charger from Baseus. But let me talk about this Anker one first, because this is brand new. You can get it on Amazon for $55, comes in black or white. It is supposedly Qi 2 with 15-watt charging. Now, I'm gonna need you guys to get a little closer. I've seen this talked about in several places. It's a fine battery pack, but unless your only priority is thinness, I wouldn't recommend this battery. So here's how I tested this one. I drained my iPhone all the way to 1%. This is a screenshot of when I put the battery on the phone. I even turned on that battery percentage in the status bar for you all. Put it on at 1%, and remember, phones charge fastest when they're the most depleted, so this should have given me the most charge possible from this battery. Now, as you can see, it charged pretty slowly over a couple hours. I was using my phone lightly, basically as an Apple TV remote, and scrolling social media. I wasn't doing anything like capturing video or processor intensive. And you can see it had to hold charging a couple times because of the temperature of the iPhone. You can actually see the warning right here that charging had to pause. Then I went to bed and let it just charge with the phone off, and you can see it got it to 44%. So if you fully exhaust this battery, it will take your iPhone from 1% to 44%. So 43% battery. If we zoom in on that charging graph, you'll see there were several times where I had to pause charging due to heat. And as you could see, it was fairly slow. It basically did that over the course of 3+ hours. Basically, it remains true that any 5,000 milliamp hour battery, even if it says it's Qi 2, it's gonna charge fairly slowly. It's not gonna fully charge your iPhone either. That's true of the Native Union 5K, the Anker 5K, but the one advantage is it is super thin. So if you want the most discreet MagSafe battery that's gonna give you 43%, at least if you're not using your phone very much, then this is the one to get. It is super sleek. Now, just to show you the difference, if you get a 10,000 milliamp hour battery that's Qi 2, like this one from Benks, kind of has a cool design here. Yes, it is chunky and bulky, but this thing can charge your iPhone all the way from 1 to 100% and give you a little more juice after that. Just to show you the difference, this was the charging with the Benks battery pack. You can see I was at 72%, but I just took it off the phone because I was starting to record this video. But you can see how much faster a battery pack like that Benks charges as opposed to a 5000 milliamp hour like the Anker. And I was using my phone, like with the Anker one, about the same. Light usage, still charging quickly. Again, these two charging blocks, you can see this is the Anker 5K battery pack. This is the Benks 10K battery pack. So again, if your priority is slim and light, sure, the Anker 5K, it's fine. It'll give you an additional 40-something% battery. You will get more of a charge and less heat if you use a cable, but I don't typically test these kinds of MagSafe batteries with a cable because they're meant to charge your phone wirelessly. I imagine that's why you would get a battery pack like this. Now, a 5K I would actually recommend before that Anker is this Baseus Pico charger. It's actually a smaller footprint, it's shorter and less wide. It actually has a kickstand built in, which is pretty nice, but it is thicker. You're gonna get a little more than that 40% battery from this kind of battery pack. And as you can see, it's still discreet with that shorter and thinner size, but it just sticks out a little more. It is also Qi2, and it's actually cheaper than the Anker at $40 right now on sale. So for looks, you can go with the Anker, but if you're looking for 5000 milliamp hour, kickstand, and small size, I actually like this Baseus one. And you already know what I'm about to say. If I could only have one MagSafe battery pack, it would still be this one. Yes, this is still the Anker 10K Ultra Slim battery pack. It is not that much thicker than the Baseus. It is thinner than the Benks and other battery packs like it. Obviously, yes, it is thicker than the 5K from Anker, but this thing is just the best when it comes to charging. Like all MagSafe battery packs, it might get a little warm when you're charging, but it'll bring your iPhone all the way to 100% and then some. And I have used this traveling on multiple trips, going to conferences, and it's on sale $60. You can get it in multiple colors. I still stand by this being the best MagSafe battery pack you can get today. I'm still waiting for that Anker 10K to be dethroned though, so let me know in the comments what MagSafe batteries you've tested that you absolutely love, charge fast, don't get super hot. I want to hear about it, and I'll do another video right here on the channel. All right, let's talk about chargers for all your devices that you're actually going to plug into the wall. This is a new 12-in-1 desktop charging station from Gitryin, and I absolutely love this thing. I actually replaced 2 desktop chargers with this because it has retractable USB-C cables plus a USB-C port on the front. And I love that I can just pull the cable out, charge my devices, and they retract right back in. Now, each block only charges to a maximum of 40 watts, which is plenty for iPhone, iPad, and even something like a MacBook Air. But if you have a MacBook Pro, you might want to get something that's like a 100-watt desktop charger, and I'll put some of those in my back-to-school Amazon list. But you can get it with 3 USB-C chargers, $110. But if you have to charge a lot of devices often, I really like the design of this thing. It's modular. And if you want, you can actually just get 2 USB-C chargers that plug in, and then you get full-on outlets here in the box that you can use right on your desk. Next, if you're looking for a MagSafe charger, I love this new one from 12 South. It's the PowerBug. This thing is not only a 35-watt USB-C power brick, but this is also a MagSafe charger. I actually did a little short on this charger, showing how you can just plug it into the wall and then snap your phone on it. I really love this thing, especially if you have an outlet that is conveniently placed, maybe in the kitchen. You can just throw your phone on here and charge your iPad at the same time. $50, you can get it in white or black. Next, I love all the retractable USB-C cable things that are coming out, and Baseus has some great ones. This is a 67 watt that has 2 retractable USB-C cables plus a USB-C port. I have this older version here, which has the foldable prongs, has 2 open USB-C ports here and 1 retractable cable. But I love bringing this. I brought it on a trip recently, and this way I could plug in a 2-in-1 charger for my devices and still charge my kids' iPads using those other 2 ports. Don't forget to apply the 20% coupon if you get it on Amazon. Baseus also makes this wild car charger, so you get 2 USB-C retractable cables plus a USB-A port. I have the older Anker style one that's 2 USB-C, but this is the one I would get today. Next, if you're sending your student to college or elsewhere and they have a tendency to lose things, I would recommend getting some Find My cards. I recently did a video reviewing some of the newest Find My cards that charge wirelessly, and I actually made a mistake in that video. I said the Nomad Find My card doesn't have a charging light. It in fact does. I put it on the charger upside down. That's on me. And so that means I would actually recommend the Nomad one. It's also on sale, $30. You can use it with Find My, put it in a wallet, or just AirTag all the things. You can get an AirTag for $24. You can even save if you get a 4-pack. And I get wallets that have a place for AirTags. My passport book has an AirTag. You can get AirTag keychain holders, put them on all the things. Also, a couple more power banks. I still really like this Anker 25,000 portable charger. This is powerful enough to charge a MacBook Air or Pro, has a little screen on the front that tells you the percentage of the battery and how much power is going out once it's charging your devices. And I love that it has both a retractable cable here at the top, which I use all the time, and the lanyard is also a USB-C cable. So you can charge 2 devices with just the cables built into the power bank. Plus there's a USB-C port on the side and a USB-A for charging other stuff. A little pricey at $110, but this is a great power bank, especially if you travel a lot or you want to be able to charge your laptop on the go. I also really like this Belkin portable power bank. It's $90, only charges at 65 watts, but if you get a MacBook Air, that's actually fast charging for the MacBook Air. Has the little screen telling you the percentage right here and also tells you the output once you plug in a device. Has two USB-C ports on the top and a USB-A. If you're looking for a nightstand charger to bring with you to college or for travel, I still love this Belkin 2-in-1. It's the one I bring everywhere. You can charge your iPhone and Apple Watch. You put it in this little triangle configuration, so your Apple Watch stays here, phone here. Then you can also charge your AirPods when you're not charging your Apple Watch. Folds up nicely. Also comes with a case and power brick and cable, which is not the case for a lot of 2- and 3-in-1 chargers. So for $100 for all of that, it's a pretty good deal. Or if you want a more permanent nightstand charger, I still use this after 4 years or however long I've had it. I bought it at $150. It's now half price at $75. 12 South HiRise 3 Deluxe. I still love it. And last thing, if you need USB-C cables to go from your chargers to your devices, I love the Baseus USB-C cables. I have a bunch of them that I use with the Anker cord tacos to keep it all organized. Or you can even get USB-C cables that have magnets in them that keep it together. I actually have one of them here, and you can see it stays coiled, and the little magnets in the cable keep it nice and tidy, and you don't even need to tie it off. So those are all my back-to-school recommendations, and if you stayed till right now, you're a real one. Thank you. I want to tell you about this. You might have seen in my recent photos and videos that this case on my iPhone is a beautiful hunter green color. And you don't get this kind of green color in a lot of leather iPhone cases. I actually couldn't find one the exact green that I wanted anywhere. And green's my favorite color, in case you didn't know. So I actually talked to my friends at Anker, which makes some of the best leather cases for Apple products, plus sleeves for MacBook and all of that. And very soon, you'll be able to get a hunter green real leather case from Anker together with me. And when you get it, you'll actually get this little thank you card, which is pretty fun. Wrote a little note for you there on the back. And this is actually the iPhone 17 Pro Max case. Yes, you heard me correctly. And so Anker's already ready for the latest iPhones when they come out this fall. But as you can see, this is what the hunter green looks like fresh out of the case. And I've been using mine for several weeks. You can see what it looks like with a little patina. I love this green. I love the case. Has an action button, of course, and has a camera control sapphire button, no cutout there. And this is all real leather iPhone cases. To be honest, I think this is my first physical real product that I can put my name on. And so thank you to the people at Anker. You're gonna be able to get these very soon if you wanna get one for your iPhone 16 Pro, or if you're gonna be getting a 17 Pro or Pro Max and you wanna wait for this one, they'll be available when that iPhone comes out as well. And to go with the case, there's also gonna be some hunter green leather cord tacos and MagSafe wallets. So stay tuned, get subscribed, because I'm gonna have a whole announcement video when they're available to purchase. So subscribe, hit that like button. Let me know if you have any questions about the accessories I mentioned or MagSafe batteries you've seen that you absolutely love. I wanna hear about it in the comments. If you want to see my video about those Find My cards that I mentioned, which the Nomad is probably the one to go with, I'll put that video right up here. And if you want some other iPhone accessories, maybe you're a content creator and want to film with your iPhone, I have videos about that. I'll put one right up here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.